What if dogs lick us because they know we have bones inside us? Shower thoughts that will make you laugh or melt your brain. Only the smartest people understand the last one. Whenever you dig up a rock, that could be the first time it has seen the sun in millions of years. If opposites attract, I should be dating a gorgeous billionaire supermodel that has a loving family. Dogs probably destroy shoes because they see humans put them on before they leave the house. Every Olympic event should include an average person competing for reference. As a kid, our parents taught us not to believe everything we see on TV. Now we have to teach them not to believe everything they see on Facebook. What if oxygen is poisonous, and it takes around 80 years to kill us? Brushing your teeth is the only time you clean your skeleton. If I punch myself in the face and it hurts, does that make me weak or strong? Or does it just make me an idiot? Only the smartest people will understand this last one, so pay attention and subscribe if you do. You will never ever hear about the perfect crime.
Do you have nibblings? Facts that sound fake but are fact-checked and totally true. A woman in Russia gave birth to 69 kids. That's 16 pairs of twins, 7 sets of triplets, and 4 sets of quadruplets. The inventor of Pringles was buried in a Pringles can, and the inventor of the Frisbee was turned into a Frisbee. Ladybugs play dead and bleed from their knees when threatened. There is an outer space treaty that prohibits any country from owning the moon. The name for a collective group of rhinoceroses is called a crash. In feudal Japan, homes were purposely built with squeaky floors as a defensive measure against ninjas. There is a person who wants to be more than your friend. She is the third person who appears when you click on the green icon and go to the More option. The scientific term for brain freeze is sphenopalatine ganglion neuralgia. You can become smarter every day by subscribing. If you're rich enough, the entire museum is a gift shop. Shower thoughts that will snap your mind in half. The last question no one knows how to answer. Randomly hearing your favorite song on the radio is more satisfying than playing it directly from your phone. If your calculator had a history, would it be more embarrassing than your browser history? If flamingos can turn pink after a diet of brine shrimp and algae, can humans turn orange from eating carrots? Mirrors don't break, they multiply. Believe it or not, the Chupa Chups logo was designed by Salvador Dali. If you can daydream during the day, does that mean you night dream at night? When you close both eyes, you see black, but when you close one, you see nothing. If your brain is already melting, wait until you hear this last one. Why does ink drawn on our outer layer of skin disappear after a few hours, but tattoos remain for life, and can even be detected on a 5,000-year-old mummy? If you're outside in a lightning storm and your hair starts floating, seek immediate shelter. You're about to be struck by lightning. Survival tips that can save your life in an emergency. If you somehow find yourself so deep in a body of water that you can't tell which way is up, blow bubbles and follow them up. Vomiting can make a potential rapist leave you alone. If nothing else works, put your finger down your throat. If someone looks drunk without having alcohol, ask them to smile. If their smile is drooping, they're having a stroke. If you need heat or light, burn a crayon. It will last up to 14 minutes. In the woods, with nothing to eat, dandelions, the yellow ones, are fully edible. If you are ever being chased by a polar bear, get completely naked and drop your clothes on the ground as you run away. Polar bears have really bad ADHD and will firmly inspect your clothes before chasing you again. Corgis were said to be the preferred transportation method of fairies. Wholesome facts that will make your day, no one knows the last one. Seahorse mating pairs dance together every morning to reinforce their bond. John Cena has made over 500 wishes with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. That is over 500 kids who were able to meet their idol and have their dream come true. If a crow is in trouble, his buddies will defend him against the attacker. Even if they've never been able to witness it themselves, blind people smile.
A newborn panda is smaller than a mouse. Wholesome facts that are guaranteed to make you smile. The last one is shocking. Herringfish communicate by farting. The first ever oranges were green. Human ears and noses never stop growing. Abraham Lincoln was a bartender and a wrestler. Sperm whales have best friends and they never forget them. One Australian man's blood donation saved 2 million children's lives. Rats laugh when tickled. Braille was invented by a 15-year-old. Vikings used to give kittens as wedding presents. Baby elephants suck on their trunks like human babies suck on their thumbs. The center of the Milky Way apparently smells like rum. Turtles can breathe through their butts. Goats actually have accents. The quokka is always smiling and is one of the friendliest animals to humans. Looking at old photos can improve your mood, and looking at your significant other could take away pain. Charlie Chaplin once entered a Charlie Chaplin look-alike contest and lost. Crocodiles can't stick their tongues out. Studies show you get smarter every day if you follow me.
Things that girls do that guys love. The last one will shock you. Boys love when girls wear their hair in a ponytail, especially when a boy sees her putting up her hair. It's an instant jaw-dropper. Boys love it when girls show compassionate feelings towards other people, babies and animals. If she doesn't care too much about her looks and her image, boys like that, especially when she's not taking pictures of herself or looking in the mirror all the time. Comment I am and let your keyboard finish the rest to see what you really are. Sometimes cute little sneezes or sounds girls make can be super attractive to boys. Guys love it when girls compliment their outfits. They could wear them for weeks just because of it. Before this last fact, please like this video and subscribe, as we may never see each other again. When a girl is really tired and her voice changes to her sleepy voice, boys absolutely love this. Shower thoughts that may terrify you. Most people can't answer the last question. Nothing is on fire, fire is on things. A successful marriage ends with watching the other person die. Accidentally liking someone's post while snooping through their profile is the digital equivalent of stepping on a twig while sneaking through the forest. If my calculator had a history, it would be more embarrassing than my browser history. Why do we say, "I slept like a baby," when babies wake up every 2 hours? If you're in a virtual reality, how do you know you're not just in another person's dream? Why do we call it a building if it's already built? When you drink alcohol, are you just borrowing happiness from tomorrow? A different version of you exists in the minds of everyone who knows you. Before I ask you the last question, like and subscribe to be smarter, how many books can you put in an empty backpack? The answer is in the pinned comment. If you dig up, follow me. Facts that will make you think twice about life. 8 out of 10 people can't answer the last question. Why is it called rush hour when traffic moves at its slowest? How come noses run and feet smell? Who knew what time it was when the first clock was made? Every time you clean something, you just make something else dirty. The average cloud weighs over 1,000,000 pounds. Why do we put cups in the dishwasher and the dishes in the cupboard? Why is the alphabetical order that way? Who decided what's right and left? Why is the letter W in English called W? Shouldn't it be called double V? Before I ask you the last question, like and subscribe so you can receive the best news next week. You have me today, tomorrow you'll have more. I am what you saw, but not what you see. What am I? The answer is in the pinned comment. If laughter is the best medicine, why don't doctors tell us jokes? Shower thoughts that will blow your mind. Only geniuses can answer the last one. You never actually see your own face, just through reflections and photographs. Every mirror you've ever looked into has shown a reversed version of you. The Earth is like a giant spaceship traveling through the universe, and we're all just passengers. If a vampire bites a zombie, does it become a vampire zombie? Comment I am thinking of and let your keyboard finish the sentence. Technically, your age is the number of laps you've taken around the sun. You don't realize how heavy your head is until you try to hold it up while lying down. In a way, a fridge is a food museum where the exhibits are constantly changing. Before the last question, subscribe and like the video. Does a straw have 1 hole or 2 holes? People who are easily distracted are more creative and generally have higher IQs. Secret psychological tricks nobody knows. Convincing yourself that you have slept well encourages your brain to think it was the case. Intelligent people tend to have less friends than the average person. As the smarter the person is, the more selective they are. A woman wearing a red-colored dress is more desirable. Falling in love has a neurological effect similar to the use of cocaine. If you want someone to remember something, provide incomplete information or leave a task unfinished. Emphasizing limited availability enhances perceived value. As scarcity tends to heighten desirability, people often prioritize items that are rare or in short supply. Humans are biologically wired to become attached to what's familiar, which is why we hold on to things even if they are bad for us. If you want to be smarter than 99% of the people who just mindlessly scroll, like, and subscribe. Don't sleep with a chair facing away from your bed. Facts you didn't know. If your arms or legs are significantly longer than your torso, you will still grow in height. It's impossible to breathe and swallow at the same time. Flamingos bend their legs at the ankle, not the knee. It's impossible to hum while holding your nose. Adolf Hitler was nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. The new year used to be celebrated in March. Lobsters taste with their feet. Cats can survive falls with minimal damage from more than 32 stories. It would take approximately 1 hour to read every comment on this video. Over 60 people can stand on a whale tongue. Studies show if you like and subscribe, you become less stupid. Random facts your teacher told me. A guy in China never brushed his teeth in his whole lifetime. I have a question for you, but before that, like this video to receive good news today. Why does the name of all the continents end with the same letter that they start with? Polar bears aren't actually white. Their fur is actually translucent, and the sunlight reflects off, making it appear white. Humans can't walk in a straight line without looking at something. So if you are blindfolded, you will end up walking in a circle. Rats will laugh out loud if you tickle them. An average person spends 24 years of life sleeping and liking all my videos. Never sleep with your windows open. Random facts. The last one will save you one day. If you want to know how your breath smells, lick your wrist and smell it. If a person is looking into your eyes for more than 6 seconds without blinking, he or she either wants to kill you or get laid with you. There is someone who is thinking about you right now. That person is the first person that appears when you click on share and then click on more. The word hello was actually invented because no one knew how to start a telephone conversation. You have a second brain in your gut called the enteric nervous system. This is where the term gut feeling comes from. Comment I hate to and let your keyboard finish the sentence. When you put a seashell next to your ear, you hear the sound of your blood surging in your veins, not the ocean. Before the last fact, subscribe to learn new facts every day. If you're ever somewhere really high and you hear crunchy or crinkling noises in the air or feel static electricity like your hair standing up, get out of there immediately. Lightning is on its way. Always bring a bottle of water when giving a presentation. And when you can't remember what to say, take a drink. Secret psychological tricks to blow your mind. It is possible to die because of a broken heart, and this is called stress cardiomyopathy. Start with a small request, and once the person agrees, follow up with a larger request, as people tend to comply with the second request if they have already agreed to the first one. People tend to associate positive qualities with someone who possesses one admirable trait. For example, if a person is physically attractive, others may assume they are also intelligent or kind. If someone is yelling, ask them if they want sand, as it will confuse them. People are more likely to behave dishonestly and commit fraud when socially rejected. A single failure experience can create an unconscious fear of failure. In order to become smarter every day, I would like and subscribe. The way you make a family is not family-friendly. Crazy shower thoughts. When you type the letter A on your keyboard, it looks really different compared to how you actually write it on paper, and you haven't even realized it until now. Dogs must really think we care about our toilets because it's the only thing we mark as our territory multiple times a day. If the handle of an axe is made of wood, does that make it a traitor to his own race? Every conversation over social media ends with a person being left on red. No one's favorite number is a negative number, and if it is, then you are a psychopath. Arguing with dumb people actually makes you smarter because you have to explain things in a way in which a dumb person can understand. If tomatoes are a fruit, then it means ketchup is a jam. I will never look at ketchup the same way again. When searching for a new laptop online, does your current laptop realize it's going to be replaced soon? You have no proof to yourself of when you were born, you just have to take everyone's word for it. Is your dog a dog or a cat? Animal facts that will blow your mind. The last one is crazy. Dragonflies don't have the ability to walk. Rats can fit through any hole as long as their head fits through it. When they pass through the hole, their lungs collapse down, allowing them to squeeze through. A giraffe has approximately 1 inch of tongue for every 1 foot of height. Over-attached dogs can become jealous just by their owner looking at a photo of another dog. Wombats have square poop. Great white sharks are slowly becoming larger, similar to how the megalodon evolved. The blue whale is not only the largest animal in the world currently, it is also the largest animal that has ever lived in the history of the Earth, including all dinosaurs. Follow to get smarter every day. Never take a shower at 5 p.m. Facts that will save your life. The last one saved 10 out of 10 people. If a tornado looks like it's not moving, it's actually moving towards you. Do not drink the milk of brown coconuts. They contain oils that cause dehydration. So, you should drink the milk of green coconuts instead. If someone ever tries to grab you, scratch them. Their DNA will now be in your nails. If you're ever buried in an avalanche, spit. Your saliva will follow the gravity, and you can simply dig the opposite way. If you ever wake up in the middle of the night to the smell of gas, do not turn on the light. A spark from a light switch could blow up the entire house. Lying flat on your back is the best way to survive a falling elevator. If you ever feel like you are going to throw up, start humming. It's nearly impossible to gag while you are humming. If you want to get smarter every day, follow me. A husband and wife lie in bed at night. Wife says, "I want to smoke something. Go buy some cigarettes." The husband reluctantly gets up and goes outside, but everything is closed. Only the bar is open. He went in, sat down at the counter, and ordered a drink. A girl sat down next to him. He ordered her a drink too. He offered to take her home, so they went. She offered to have coffee with him. After coffee, they made wild love. In the morning, the man woke up with the thought, "Oh God, cigarettes." He got dressed, bought chalk, smeared it on his hands, and ran home. The wife hysterically asks, "Where have you been all night?" "Oh, I went out looking for cigarettes, but everything was closed. Only the bar was open. I went in and ordered myself a beer. A girl sat down next to me. We started talking. I took her home. She offered to have coffee with me. I agreed. After coffee, we made wild love. In the morning, I woke up with the thought, "Oh God, my wife sent me for cigarettes, so I'm here." The wife made a malicious face and said, "Show me your hands." The man shows his hands with a guilty look. "You brute, you played billiards with your friends all night again." How to know if a boy likes you? The last one will shock all the girls. If a boy only texts you at night, he probably isn't into you. If a boy calls you beautiful or gorgeous instead of fit or hot, he likes you for your personality and not just for your body. Guys get jealous quicker than you think, so don't talk about what you did with your exes. Want to know who will kiss you tomorrow? It's the second person that pops up when you click on share and then on WhatsApp. If a boy flirts or talks to you over text but not in person, he is just shy or nervous. Try talking to him and make him feel comfortable with you. Boys love it when girls play with their hair or hands. Use this insider fact to flirt with them. Comment, "My next week will be," and let your keyboard finish the sentence for you. The sentence decides how your next week will be. If you walk away from a boy and look behind you and catch him looking at you multiple times, he definitely likes you or your nice peach. That boy's so naughty. Woo! Subscribe if you like these types of videos. Someone's mom probably used you as a role model for her kids. Shower thoughts that will blow your mind. I bet you $1,000 that you won't answer the last question. Life is a book, and every day is a new page. So make sure to write a good story. No one has ever experienced the present moment because by the time you're aware of it, it's already the past. Your age is just the number of times you've orbited the sun. We live on a planet where 70% of the surface is water, but we still call it Earth. Every time you remember something, you're just remembering the last time you remembered it. If you think about it, the brain named itself Brain. Before the last question, "Oh, please, I'm begging. I need subscribers badly. Please, 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 subscribe." What if the colors we see are completely different from the colors someone else sees? But we have no way of knowing. Little Johnny brought home his history test result. It was 90. His father was so happy with it. However, his mother, Karen, just couldn't believe her son got 90 in history. After taking a closer look at the marks, she found that the handwriting styles of the 9 and the 0 are different. "Johnny, you are so busted. Tell me, did you add the 0 to your marks?" "No, Mom, I didn't." "I'm asking you once more. Did you add that fucking 0 to your marks?" "Mom, no, I didn't add that 0. "Okay, as you're not telling the truth, you are grounded for 1 month." "Mom, no, please no, I really didn't add that 0. "This is your last chance, kid. Tell me the truth." "Okay, I just added the 9 to it."